Yeah, so today I wanted to go over kind of a concerning issue with Blade and Soul. This has been going on for a while now, and so this is kind of like a rant video. So if you don't like rants, you probably won't want to watch this, but it's definitely a main concern that I have with Blade and Soul, and it's probably the main issue I have with the game right now. So basically, we're just going to be going over it and kind of explaining what the issue is. So hopefully you enjoy. Anyways, one of the things with Blade and Soul is they have a history of putting out gear that you need to get and having these materials you need to get, but having no way to actually farm them in an efficient manner. So, for example, you have a Hanmoon Energy, and you need the only way to evolve these is to use Sacred Oil, and you can either transmute them or buy them. And right now they're about 400 gold on the marketplace, so obviously not a really optional way to just buy them off the marketplace unless you have thousands of gold, and even then it's not smart. So main way people do it is transmute it. So how do you transmute it? Well, you need these materials. So both of these are easy, but here's comes the issue. So evolve stones are very hard to get. There's really no way to farm these. There's no way to really get these in a efficient way. They actually removed the terrors from Misty Woods, so now there's even less way to farm them. So it's just a very weird way that they have these materials that you need, but there's really no way to farm them. Same thing with the Demon Spirit Stone. This is an item that is the only way to get is from cold storage, and it's a pretty low drop rate, honestly. I don't even see it that much. And it's just weird how they add these materials to get this gear, but there's no way to really farm it. And for example, I'll show you another one that they have is I'll show you right here. So is Radiant Energy. So Radiant Energy, there's literally no way to farm for this. The only way to get these is to buy them off the marketplace or buy them from the daily deal when they're in there. And for 10 gold a piece, it's not horrible, but it's still, I would rather have a way where you can actually farm for these. So the only way to get these from like a drop is from the Silverfrost dungeons, but the drop rate on these are so low that there's no efficient way to actually farm for them. Like the drop rate is insanely low. It's so rare to even see one in an auction list. So it's just kind of a frustrating thing when they have these materials you need to upgrade your gear or gems or whatever, but there's no way to actually get them. The same thing if you've been playing for a while, they did the same thing with Moonstones. Moonstones were like almost 5 gold a piece when everyone needed them to upgrade their gear, because back then they had no way to get Moonstones. Like they were so hard to farm for, and it made it so everyone had to pay like 5 gold for each one. And so they just have a weird history of doing this. And then recently they removed the treasure pouches from Yeti and Lair, so now you can't get it from the rewards when completing the dungeon. So now you can't even farm for Elysian crystals, which is something you really need. The Elysian crystals are really needed when you get higher tier in your gear. Like for example, from Raven stage 1 to like 10, I believe you need like at least like 700 Elysian crystals, and there's no way to actually farm these. So the only way you can farm these is to, I guess, farm freaking, I don't even know. Like there's really no efficient way to farm for these anymore since they removed it from Yeti and Lair. So there's a lot of weird things that they do where they kind of just either remove or they just don't have a way to farm for materials, and I don't really understand that, and it's kind of frustrating because really it kind of just points you towards the cash shop, and maybe that's their actual reason. I know they're free to play, so that's probably the reason, but it's still kind of, I feel like they could have a better way to do this. But you know, it's just something that kind of is weird. I know a lot of people that don't like it. They're like, well, how do I farm for this when they don't have any way to farm for it, or just things like that. And a lot of people were upset when they removed the treasure pouches from Yeti and Lair. I, for one, was pretty upset because I would farm that dungeon a good amount of the time to get a lot of Elysium crystals, or Elysium orbs, sorry, but Elysium orbs. So it just was kind of weird that they just removed that for no reason. But that's just my little rant. It's kind of a weird thing. It's not a huge deal, but at times it can be very frustrating. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys care? Does it bud you like it buds me? But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.